Right, guys. So when we talk about data types in JavaScript, we have data types in JavaScript. And what are data types? They're just what JavaScript takes in, the types JavaScript take in. Let me explain something briefly. JavaScript is not a typed language. It's a loose-end language, which means you can be like, okay, this is int, this is a string, and you don't have to like declare that this is an integer, this is a string, and JavaScript automatically understands and automatically type that language itself. Not you don't have to like type it like strictly typed. Like if you have ever written C# or any other programming language before, you see we'll have things like int, string, and the likes like that. But don't worry, we'll get to see all the data types that we have in JavaScript. So one of the ones we'll be talking about the primitive data types in JavaScript. Let's talk about the primitive data types in JavaScript. Let me create a folder and call this data types. So I will talk about the primitive data types in JavaScript. And when we talk about the primitive data types, they are the simplest form of data in JavaScript. They are mostly immutable. I don't know how well to explain that, but let's just talk about them. We have a string. We have string. We have numbers. We have number. We have boolean. We have what we call undefined. We have null. We have symbol. No, we have symbol. Those let's ignore symbol. It's actually in ES6, but let's ignore it for now. And we have big int too. Big int is also there. And let's look at some example of some of these things that we've mentioned. So when we talk about string, string is just a text data, a textual data. For instance, when I say const, I will use more of const this time around. So just bear with me. I'll say const name is equals to Peter. So this Peter is a string. Peter is enclosing two you know what I mean, two quotes. Yeah, two quotes. So Peter is actually a string. So this is a string. This is a string. And when I say const age is equals to 60. This is a number. It could be 60, it could be 60.6, it could be 60.6, it could be 60.7. They're all being referred to as numbers. And when we say boolean, that's when I say const is grown. It's grown is equals to true.
Here are some images of numbers.
So saying is grown is equals to true.
Is grown from.
Sorry, apologies. My Siri just must be for a few minutes. Okay, let's continue. So for example, when I say is grown is equals to true, is grown is equal to true means boolean, that is it's either true or false. That's an example of a boolean. And we can have undefined when a variable is not assigned. For example, if I say const party, so this is undefined because it's not assigned. Let me not use const, let me use let this time around. Let's say let party. So party is not assigned, party is on its own. And big int, a big int is just like when we're having integers that are longer than the regular integer. Okay, null, we have null. When I say, for example, if I say let me see, const empty value is equals to null. So null means it's empty, nothing is there. And I think that's it majorly. So if I come in here now and I say console.log, I say type of name. If I run this, if I say node, okay, sorry, I have to leave this particular folder. I have to go to see the data types. I believe if you don't know some of this command prompt, you could learn the little the cd dot to go back, cd the name of the folder to go into another folder. So if I said node what's it called, primitive.js, you could see it's telling me that the type of this is what, a string, of name is string. That's why we could see string here. So that shows this is correct, this is a string. If I decide to change this to age and I run the same thing, let me save my file, and I come here on the same thing, you can see the type is number. The type for age is number. So if I do same for is grown, I save, come here, just press the up arrow button, it will bring back the previous command you wrote. And I did same here. You can see we have boolean, this is boolean. And if I come in and I said let's change this to party, and I save this, and I come here and I run this again, you can see the type as well is undefined. Let's try this empty value. Let's say empty value. I save, come back here, run the same thing. You can say it's an object because it's null. Just write object, but it's actually null. It's a type of null because it has nothing in it. So there's like different primitive type that we have in what's it called, in JavaScript. So I want to tell you that, like I said, JavaScript is a dynamic typing language. It can hold values of different types. Like you automatically get the type, just like you can see here. We didn't have to put constant, string, or anything here. We didn't have to put int age, we don't have to put number age, or we didn't have to put something like boolean is grown. When you start writing things like TypeScript, you might need to define, okay, probably you might need to say something like name, string name, or things like that, trying to like define the type that particular data is. But JavaScript is a dynamic typing language. You don't have to like do that. It automatically takes care of itself and get the type. Now if I change age, okay, let's say I change null. Now let me change null to let's say I change it to 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 something 20. So let me save and let me come here and say, you can see it's still showing it has changed to number. Automatically detect the type, like I told you, it's dynamic. It has a dynamic type that's changed this to number. So let me say 3.4 this and this. Let me come in here and do same again. It's still number. So if I come here now and put a quote on this, guys, and I save this and I come back here and I check, you can see it's now a string. It's no longer a number. Automatically, it's dynamically typed. You give the type and change it to a string. Okay, so that'll be all about our data types in JavaScript. Thank you very much, and we'll talk about primitive data types. We'll be talking about objects in our next video.